Good morning and a happy weekend to you. Now, it's actually Friday for me. I'm going to record this and upload it tomorrow because 2 videos in one day, there's just not much of a point. Now, YouTube, all their documentation says they only support 16:9. I recorded a video, uploaded it, and sure enough, they actually seem to support some new formats. So please do let me know how this crazy wide format looks on your device, if it's on your phone or your computer or whatever. It looks pretty awesome on my screen, looks pretty awesome, nice and wide, so please do let me know if you think it works or it doesn't work, or if it doesn't let you go to landscape, or if it does, or please let me know. Just testing new formats, trying new things. Now, what we're doing right here is the Riflemen 60% tribe is one of the best and funnest tribes. People love Riflemen, me included. One of my best videos ever as far as views goes is Riflemen. I'll put a card to it. Now, this is only a small boost. We've only got 3 statues boosted and only for 17 minutes, so I'm going to try to keep this a little bit short. But we've got Brick, we've got Riflemen, and these are all max Riflemen, and I'm sitting at about 1200 BP, just doing a complete decline. I figured I'll probably settle in around 980 or so, back to my old, where I don't attack much anymore. I just kind of play when I need to and not wake up every morning and clear. We got 3 ice base. I want to show just how powerful rifles can be. Riflemen are one of the funnest troops, one of the most popular troops, and you can have a lot of fun with it. Now we've got a shock mine in there. We're going to get rid of that. Shock mines do not emit Morse code that I'm aware of. So we're just going to drop all of our rifles. We're going to see if we can take down some bases. Now, I am not looking for bases with 2 shield gens. We're only looking for bases with a single shield gen. And the reason for that is that I just don't want to try and melt like a 1.5 million health core or anything like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to flare into the middle. We're going to throw a cryo bomb back here. We're going to shock, and maybe some critters. And hopefully, see, I don't have troop health. With troop health, this would have gone much better, but we still might be able to take this down. No, I'm going to have to. I have never used rifles without troop health. They just got absolutely melted at the start of this attack, so we're going to have to reassess and start over. But how does the video format work? Please do let me know. So, 208 rifles. It takes a second. When you hit reload with rifles, please do make sure you wait a second. Otherwise, you'll end up with fewer troops than you expected. Now, I'm just not... This is my first time. Please be gentle. I am still learning how to use rifles without troop health. I'm learning how to use many troops without troop health again. It's just a little bit of a... You have to kind of like wrap your brain around it a little bit. So... Okay, let's get all of our dudes into here. You'll notice I'm using a flag drop. Flag drops work very well with rifles. You don't need to do that seesaw craziness. I know it does work, but it's not actually required. So I'm just going to use a 3rd smoke just to make sure that we get everyone nice and tight underneath there. I'm going to throw a cryo bomb nice and early, and then I'm going to shock some things and hope that my medkits can keep us alive for a minute or 2. Come on, dudes. Look how fast that melts. Like, all riflemen are so strong when you use them with smoke. Now, I am not going to be doing any sort of, like, walking. In order to do walking with riflemen, you need to be able to take a mortar, and my riflemen melt like Zookas do to mortars. There's no troop health. I think, what is it? How much health does a mortar do? Let's have a look here. A mortar does, I don't even know, damage per second, time between shots. Damage per shot's 480. So let's have a look and see. My riflemen have 580 health, so any sort of ice boost or ice at all will just melt rifles. So maybe if we run into a all the ice baby, let's keep going. I'm going to drop, let's get in behind this one actually. We're going to smoke to the back. And the reason for that is just because that the fact the shock launcher's at the very front of the base makes me want to get to the back. There we go. And we're going to flare right to about here. Don't actually have much as far as plans go. We're just going to do this all with no scouting. Now, I can see that we're going to have a problem in about now. So I'm going to leave that last little bit Just try and leave your smokes until the last possible second when you're walking towards the shock mine. We're going to hit battle orders. I'm going to flare the core, throw a shock bomb, and, yuck, gross. Okay, medkits for days. Come on, dudes, melt that core. Move that bus. That's what was that, like, homes? That was like one of those home improvement shows. Anyways, as you can see here, 3 ice rifles just melting, not a problem at all. Now, obviously with this, you do have a lot of casualties, but with endless reserves, instant training, you get your troops back quickly and cheaply, and obviously if you don't have instant troops, you still get them back quickly and cheaply because they're riflemen, and that's what they're there for. Now, where is all this guy's mines? I like this base. Let's throw a cryo bomb in there, and then we'll get all of our dudes maybe in one smoke. I don't know if this is actually even possible, but we're going to try, and then I'm going to flare right to there. Probably going to get wrecked. Oh, not bad, actually. So we managed to save 2 smokes by using the cryo bomb, and we managed to clear all the mines as well. So pretty happy with that strategy. We just hit a shock mine, though. I don't actually know where I'm going. We're going to go 1 and 2, 3, maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Uh-oh. Hitting mines, no troop health. I'm gonna wait till Brick gets underneath that last smoke so we don't activate our, what's it called? Our stuff too soon. Let's just get the core. Get less talking, more attacking. You could use a medkit right about now. Medkit would be helpful. And 3 for 3, maybe? So again, let me know what you think about the format, the widescreen, if it looks good, better or worse or terrible or awesome. I straight up just don't know. As you can see, there's a lot of space. In my other videos, I crop out the space where the notch is, as they call it, on the iPhone. That's like just to the left of the 65 and to the right of this button down in the bottom right. So again, let me know what you think. I'm very interested to hear what you think. I'm still playing with new phone, so I don't really know what's good quite yet. I'm gonna go right to where this mortar is, using the Barrage Tribe to get rid of some things cheaply, and oh, I was going to say easily, but it didn't quite go down, so let's throw that there. We'll throw this into here, and hopefully we can get underneath, trying to use 1 smoke where at all possible. Rifles do have a bit more health than Zookas, so taking a rocket shot to the face is not a huge deal. I'm going to use 3 smokes here and just cover all of that big opening there. We're going to throw a med kit because I'm slightly worried about mines. And now a cryo bomb and a shock and a shock and a shock maybe. Med kits for days. Come on, dudes, melt the core. See, like, please do try using rifles. They're very, this guy has at least 1, 2, 3, 4 ice. We're not boosted all that much. We've only got 3 statues boosted. This is all about the Firespark Tribe. Can't believe I managed to pull that tribe's name out of thin air. Firespark, perfect. Woot, woot. Let's keep going. I'm going to cut it off just before my boost ends because we don't need to try unboosted. There's no advantage for us to do that. Now, I very briefly thought about going over and getting the shields to start with, but let's not do that. We're going to drop right into there, and we're going to drop our smoke. Please do try this drop. It's very handy, and it seems to be working quite well for us, because we're saving at least probably 2 smokes. Uh-oh, we're going to need a med kit here in a second. And a med kit is far cheaper than 2 extra smokes. Like, we're talking about probably saved in the neighborhood of 19 GBE by doing that drop, I think. Going based on the next smoke costing 9 and probably needing at least 1 more. Uh-oh, forgot to shock things, and let's get a shock and a medkit. Medkits are so critical for rifles. Look at that. Just melt. I probably should scout so we can look at the health of one of these, because I feel like we're talking about 600,000 health or so. Way more than most HQs you'll see below 1,000 VP or so. 22 rifles lost. That's it. Pretty darn strong with a K on the end. Why does strong have a K? Anyone know the reference to that? I don't. Okay, so again, every single base. See, oh, I like this a lot. This is exciting. Now, I know that sounded super, super geeky, but we're going to do one of my favorite attack styles, and that is we're going to use the hot pot. Using the hot pot is just so ridiculously fun. So we're going to flare right on the hot pot, and we're just going to see if we can get there, assuming that my troops will arrive. Can't have the hot pot activate. If the hot pot pops up, this entire attack is going to be ruined. So need to get there ASAP, and we're gonna shock, and medkits for days. Look at this, sitting on top of the hot pot, just melting his face. I hope Matt sees that replay, because that was a good one. I like that a lot. Let's get rid of this guy on the edge, because we're trying to hide here. Oh, so much for hide and seek at the end. Sitting on top of hot pots. Now, boom surprise are way easier. If you can find a boom surprise on your map, please try that, because you do. Actually, this guy, I was at the same VP as this guy forever. This is he and I, or she and I, were at the same VP at 1900 or whatever it was for a long, long time. So I'm gonna give this guy some. We're gonna give him or her. This guy or girl, I don't know, gave me a whole bunch of diamonds and intel back when we were pushing together. I think it's the same person anyways, so kind of cool to run into him now that our VPs have changed so drastically at the same sort of time frame. Now, biggest issue here clearly is going to be that Flotsam is going to explode and destroy all of my troops probably. But we're going to use battle orders and hopefully be able to get away from it using battle orders. Okay, good. And critters and I don't know. No, I don't think this person has any ice. I don't think they ever did have any ice. So we're just going to try to melt as much as we possibly can. And hopefully we can get in towards the core before that shock launcher ruins my life. Come on, dudes. Come on. Oh, no, we're not going to get it down. That's okay, though, because just trying to say hello. Just when you're at when I was at the higher VP, you ran into people every single day that you recognized, and so it's kind of neat to run into someone now that I recognize. And this specifically was when matchmaking was first broken. I got this guy on my map like I want to say 3 times a day, so losing, not a big deal. And I know that some people out there don't think highly of Chinese players and all that sort of stuff. These guys were giving us, a bunch of us, intel, and Jamar, me, Zero, Kasparov, all those kind of guys, intel and diamonds, without being prompted, without, like, they just were playing the game just the same as we were. And there are apparently alliances in Boom Beach and stuff like that where people help one another get on the leaderboards and block other teams and stuff like that. These guys were just dudes playing the game as far as I was concerned, and I quite enjoyed playing it with them. So, anyways, enough of that. If you don't like playing with Chinese players, then you're just weird and or strange. I mean, I get it. I get the alliance stuff, but we're just people playing the same game. Let's go. That kind of turned into a rant, didn't it? Anyways, let's keep moving forwards. We've got... How much time are we at? We're at 13 minutes. I think my boost expires in a couple moments. We're going to have to walk by that microwaver. Now, I, for one, really do enjoy finding microwavers on my map because it gives a great way to practice walking by them when it comes to attacking duplexity and all of that sort of fun stuff that comes along with it. So we're going to walk right by the microwaver. Now, if you've never walked by a microwaver with rifles, I guess I'm going to show you how to do it, maybe, or how not to do it, depending on how this works. You need to throw a shock. That is the entire trick that's involved, and then you need to get the heck out of dodge, otherwise your troops will melt. It's that simple. Uh-oh. This is going to be one of those attacks that is probably going to end very, very poorly. We're going to throw critters over there, hopefully to get the hot pot to look away. And maybe, just maybe, we can pull this off with a medkit if we're lucky. Whew, that person did not have ice. No, they clearly did not have ice. You know what? Let's throw an artillery on top of our troops. Hopefully it gets there in time. Yes, okay. So anytime I see people without any ice at higher VPs. I like to just destroy my troops. So that was a little bit lucky, a lot bit lucky really, but let's keep going until we do not start. See, we still have 130 GBE, starting with a little bit extra. Nice little bonus. This person has 4 ice. Let's go. No need for... I'm going to use the extra smokes this time. No need for tricky craziness. Let's get underneath the smokes. And we will go into there. And into there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, why I'm using 3 is just to make really, really good coverage. You know that the rifles are going to expand and they're going to take up a whole bunch of space by using an extra, whatever that thing's called, using an extra smoke. I need to get medkits out. Sorry, too busy talking. Using an extra smoke, you just make sure that they're going to get good coverage and that they can spread out into that open space that's right about there. Nadnerbs. Oh, so again, let me know what you think about the format, the widescreen, if it looks better or worse or different. If you try it on a couple formats, maybe on your computer or on your phone, in Safari, in Discord. I'd love to hear any feedback you guys have to give me. We still have a little bit of time before we run out of whatever that's called, boost. And why I'm going to end the recording when I run out of boost. It gives me a good end time. I don't have a lot of time today. So by doing it this way, we will give ourselves an artificial end point, I suppose. There's a whole bunch of mines in there. Hopefully my riflemen can get through there nice. This is not a good way. I should have waited for my troops to arrive, probably. But we're going to get right into here. 1 and 2. Going to throw our smokes nice and early so that that CMO is not going to completely ruin our life. Cryo bomb and shocks maybe. I don't actually know what's going to happen here. We're just going to clear in this general vicinity, throwing some critters out over there, and hopefully we're not going to get a medkit. Yeah, there we go. There's our medkit. So down it goes, Captain Faye. I don't know why I sang that part, but I quite enjoyed the name Captain Faye. Now is Faye a... Oh. You have... Oh, there's the sneaky ice. You can do a better job of hiding it than that, Faye. We still have gold left. Are we... I'm not sure if we're going up or down in gold. I think we're about the same. I have not cleared my map in a long, long time, as you can tell by my VP, and by the fact that all... Now, as far as the buttons go, well, I'm not quite sure why Supercell decided to put these tiny, tiny little buttons on a super wide screen. It kind of drives me a little bit nuts, but hopefully it's just a bug and they're going to change it or fix it as we do a seesaw landing. I'm going to drop some critters in there. Yeah, I really hope that this is just temporary, and I don't know if you got, or maybe I just need to get used to it. Either way, now that I know that I have this phone going forward, I guess maybe I can plan for some stuff. Let's shock the microwaver. We're going to hit battle orders, and then I'm going to throw this back here, and this back here, and this, and hopefully we can melt the core right on top of that shock launcher. Goodbye, good night. Let's throw in artillery on top just for good measure. Giving some intel and diamonds to those that need it. Hopefully, yeah, I know, maybe not giving intel and diamonds to the top Chinese team. I have a lot of task forces that don't like the fact that the Chinese, look at this, like they're, what is this, what is that, high scores? It's 50 members, okay. Anyways, you get the idea. Let me know what you think about that. Actually, if you see a hopper shield on a name with Chinese letters, do you drop intel? Look at that, we got the whole map cleared. Let's just double check. Do you drop intel and diamonds on Chinese named players or not? I'm curious, because there's a lot of people with alts, but they're not typically at high level VP. So we got the whole map cleared, and just as the boost expires, look at that, absolutely perfect. I'm not going to do imitation game, there's no point in doing that, because I'm releasing this on Saturday. So, 3 things. Number 1, what do you think about the video format as far as the width and the height, and do you get black bars? Does it look better or worse or different? Number 2, What do you think about all rifles? Do you like them? Will you be using them? Have you tried them? And number 3, do you drop intel and diamonds on Chinese players or players of different languages or players who you can't read their names? Or just let me know generally if you do anything fun along those lines. That's it though. That's all. I'm Zedmont. This is Boom Beach. You're awesome. And I'm out of here. Hopefully the end screen looks good. I have not had a chance to test it. I'll talk to you soon. Peace!